My boss fired me for wearing sneakers to the office, but he didn't realize those sneakers were a gift from the client he was desperately trying to impress. I was the lead developer at a high-end marketing agency, and I had been working 18-hour days to save a failing project for our biggest client, a massive streetwear brand. The client loved my work because I actually understood their culture, and they even sent me a pair of their unreleased, limited edition sneakers as a thank you. But my boss, Mr. Sterling, was a suit and tie traditionalist who hated my casual vibe. One morning, I wore those gift sneakers to the office for a final presentation. Sterling didn't even let me speak. He pointed at my feet in front of the entire team and told me that my low-class appearance was an insult to the firm. He fired me on the spot, told me to leave my laptop, and shouted that I'd never work in this industry again if I couldn't learn how to dress like a professional. What Sterling didn't know was that the CEO of that streetwear brand was only staying with the agency because of me. He had zero respect for Sterling's old-school arrogance. As I walked out of the building, I pulled out my personal phone and sent a single text to the CEO, letting him know I was no longer on the project. Within 10 minutes, the CEO called Sterling and told him that if I wasn't in the room, the deal was dead. Sterling tried to lie and say I had resigned for personal reasons, but the CEO wasn't an idiot. He knew exactly what had happened because I had already invited him to my new home office to discuss a direct partnership. I spent the next 48 hours setting up my own boutique agency. When Monday morning rolled around, Sterling's firm received a formal notice that the streetwear brand was terminating their $10 million contract due to a lack of cultural alignment. They weren't the only ones. 2 other major clients who had worked closely with me followed suit. Sterling went from owning a top-tier agency to facing total bankruptcy in less than a week. I didn't just take his clients. I hired his 3 best designers who were tired of his bullying, and we moved into a modern studio right across the street from his failing office. I waited for the day Sterling had to take down the sign from his building. I walked past him wearing the same sneakers he fired me for, and he actually had the nerve to ask me for a consulting job to help him save his reputation. I just looked at him and said, "Sorry, Sterling, but you're just not a good fit for our dress code." I watched him stand there in his expensive suit, holding a cardboard box of his belongings, realizing that his professionalism had cost him everything. Now, Sterling is telling everyone in the industry that I'm a snake who committed corporate espionage and stole his intellectual property. His former partners are calling me an asshole for bankrupting a legacy firm and putting 20 people out of work just because my feelings were hurt over a dress code. They claim I should have been the bigger person and helped them transition the clients instead of poaching them for my own gain. Some people are even saying it's unprofessional to use personal relationships to destroy a former employer. So I have to ask, am I the asshole for taking my boss's biggest clients after he fired me for my shoes? Or did he just learn that you can't judge a person by their sneakers? Let me know in the comments if I'm the hero or the villain, and hit that subscribe button for more daily stories.